What's going on, traders? Thanks for checking out this video. Today we're going to touch on all things cryptocurrency. Now, when I started my financial trading journey back in November 2017, little did I know that a month later this thing called Bitcoin was going to reach some new all-time highs right around $20,000, and this gained a lot of traction in the financial world. So this is something that I've actually been studying right along with Forex over the last couple years. So what I want to do in this video is go ahead and give you guys some insights as to what I've learned on a day trading basis, on a long-term investing basis when it comes to cryptocurrency, some of the technology behind it, and go ahead and just give you guys again some more insight as to how you could take advantage of it in 2021. Because if you're watching this video, I promise you are still part of the early adopters inside of something like this. So let's go ahead, play the intro, and get into today's video. So what is cryptocurrency? Why does it matter? And why should you care about it in 2021? Well, crypto is a decentralized currency, which means that it is a bank-free method of transferring wealth from one person to another without the use of a third party. And right now, that third party that pretty much controls the world are the central banks and governments. Think about it. Anytime that you got to transfer money from one person to another, it's got to go through a bank transaction. Now, the crazy thing about the banks right now, right? They are printing money like there's no tomorrow. If you're not aware of this statistic, 20 to 30% of the US dollars in circulation today were printed in 2020. And with the up and coming stimulus packages, this percentage is only going to increase. And what does that do to the fiat dollar? That's going to decrease the value of the dollar, which is going to increase inflation over time. So that's why crypto is considered the people's currency. It's decentralized because we don't have to go through the third party of the central banks. Now, the acting third party when it comes to cryptocurrency is this thing called blockchain, right? Now, all blockchain is, it's just basically a bunch of blocks that store the transactions that we make. A chain-like structure that has a lot quicker processing program than it does take for, normally 3 to 5 days for a bank to, transfer something. And blockchain is a lot quicker because of the technology behind it. And it only makes sense for us to have some kind of digital technology upgrades when it comes to money, because that is the world we're living in right now, right? We're not in the industrial age anymore. This third party central banks and governments, we can see the manipulation that they do behind the scenes. So that's why I believe cryptocurrency has a very great up and coming run when it comes to being used on a worldwide scale. So what do all these definitions and numbers and analytics mean to us on a day trading and investing basis? Well, Bitcoin just today reached a price of $50,000 per coin. And that's crazy because back in March of 2020, it was merely only $5,000 a coin. So that percentage growth is absolutely insane in less than 1 year. And if you think about it, the stock market has an average return of 8 to 9% every single year. So the percentage returns on cryptocurrency right now, as they are astronomical, we are still in the early adoption stages of a lot of this. And I'm very grateful that in 2018, 2019, I was able to dabble in with a lot of demo accounts and a lot of live trading as well. With alternative coins, trading smaller coins. Or maybe you don't have the 20, 30, 40, 50 grand to invest into a Bitcoin. The best parts about it is that you could buy parcels of a coin. Maybe you don't want to buy parcels of a coin. That's why you have things like Ethereum that is only trading at about $1,750 today. You have things like Ripple that's trading at around 50 cents. You have things like Dogecoin that's trading around 6 to 7 cents at the moment. So, what we're going to do later on in this video, probably here soon, is I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go into the technicals a little bit so I can show you guys a little bit as to what goes on the charts and how we take advantage of this also on a daily basis. All right, so now that we've went ahead and walked through some of the definitions and some of the fundamentals as to why cryptocurrency is here to stay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a website that gives you a brief overview of all the cryptos in general. And then we're definitely going to dive into TradingView and go over a little bit of technicals and show you guys that it's crazy. The smart money concepts that I learned for Forex, I realized very quickly they could apply to the crypto markets, just like they apply to the stock markets, just like they apply to the commodity markets, right? So we're going to dive into the charts and I'm going to show you guys how smart money works their way inside of crypto as well. But first, the main website that you guys can use is coinmarketcap.com. This is going to give you an overview of all the cryptos, one to, I think all the way down to 100. Yep, 1 to 100. And, again, here you can go over like Bitcoin's obviously number one at 48.7, Ethereum, Tether's always going to stay around $1. Polkadot and Cardano have been running up there. There's XRP. Dogecoin was above 10. It was in the top 10. Now it's fallen down to 13. But what you guys can do here is you have questions about what exchange you can trade it on or how you can buy some or look different into the charts, all you got to do is click on the name of the alternative coin. You can scroll down a little bit. It'll tell you about the coin. It'll tell you where you can buy it. Again, for long-term holding stuff, I suggest more of a Coinbase or a Binance or a Bittrex or a Kraken. A lot of you probably have questions as to Colton, how do I, buy and sell on MetaTrader 4? Honestly, since Bitcoin has topped over $20,000, I haven't day traded much cryptocurrency. I did day trade crypto a lot in 2018, 2019, the beginnings of 2020. I figured now would be a cool time to share an old screenshot back from July 2018 when we had bought Bitcoin right around 6,200 and it was trading right above 7K. I threw this pull up on my story, so just figured I'd share this with you guys. But now it's just super volatile. The spreads are really high. So I'm pretty much just a buy and hold at this point on my bigger exchanges. But when I do day trade it, the little bit that I do, I still use my old Hugo's Way account. They do allow crypto trading. So I'm sure there's a lot of other offshore brokers that you guys could use on MetaTrader 4 to trade crypto as well. But again, this is pretty much all the information that you need here on CoinMarketCap. You can keep up on everything. Now, when it comes to TradingView, when it comes to smart money concepts and how I look at the charts, again, this is the weekly chart for Bitcoin. So this was all the way back in November 2017 when we had reached that 20K point. And I'm just going to go ahead, and this is not going to be, super technical and super in depth. I'm just going to show you guys overall, how smart money works in these markets as well. And especially if you're familiar with the concepts taught on this channel, that's what I'm going to go over here. So if you're not as familiar, this may not make as much sense, but this is how the institutions run the play, right? They've been running the play since, back when they created the markets, and it happens here now, even with Bitcoin over the last 3 to 4 years. So as you guys can see, right, that November to December run from about 5K to 20K, what happens when they pull back down? They pull back down into that last down candle, and that's where they reject off of, right? And then what happens? They go ahead and create that pool of liquidity, that pool of money that we know and love so often. Then what do through the pool of money? They drive down through the pool, they hang out for a little bit, they trade back above it, and then what do they got to come do? They got to come trade back into those smaller imbalances, right? Before they go ahead and take price higher. So again, I did that super quick, but I'm just showing you guys how it's the same concepts. Again, you can use the trend lines here and this, that, and the other. Again, all that's going to work. But when I trade crypto on, more of a day trading basis, I'm still using institutional concepts. Now, again, this is the weekly chart that was already back then. So let me just show you guys, maybe more of an example that would have happened like from this week. And, again, I'm going to do my best since Tuesdays are going to be my dedicated, crypto day. Again, I will be going into the smaller time frame charts and showing you guys exactly how you could take advantage of this. Now, again, I haven't really been taking advantage of Bitcoin on a day trading level. I'm going to show more of this on Ethereum. But again, just check it out, right? You have a swing low to a swing high, right? What did you do? You left imbalance as they went ahead and traded back above it. So what did they do? They come trade back into that imbalance. That's going to be a deeper Fibonacci retracement, right? Boom, right? Touches the 79% perfectly. What do we trade up into? Into that negative 27. So again, same fractal market stuff going on. As you can see, what did we just do as we ran over 50K? We blew through some highs. Now again, could we trade back down? Absolutely. We just reached all-time highs just like we have been doing. Could we keep going up? Absolutely. But let's go into Ethereum because, kind of some similar stuff with Ethereum. I've been able to properly, get myself in as we've been climbing above $1,000. So let me go ahead back to the 4 hour real quick and just show you guys, how all of this works, right? So this was the major consolidation area right around 10 to or $1,000 to $1,300, right? We were just trading in through here. And again, I hope you guys can see the high, the low, the higher, the higher low, the higher, the higher low, right? And then we trend up. And again and again and again, the market's going to continue to show itself. So again, just very fractal markets here when we're day trading crypto on a smaller time frame. And again, what do? They just got to come dip down, right? Throw one candle below all of this liquidity, drop down into a little bit of imbalance and a last down candle here. Again, I don't want to annotate too much on this one. Annotate here, boom. What do they come do? They come test the open at 50% of that last down candle and they trend the market up. So again, same things happening over and over and over again. You can do this with crypto. you can do this with, pretty much everything when it comes to smart money. But I didn't really have a lot for the technical side here for you guys. Just wanted to kind of show coin market cap and how fractal this really is. I want to keep this video short because again, on Tuesdays I will do more of an in-depth trading view, demo trading, live trading stuff when it comes to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, not super in-depth, just wanted to give a brief overview since it is my first crypto video on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely like and subscribe to the channel if you want to be updated on newer content. Tomorrow we'll focus back on Forex. We'll dive into some other stuff this weekend. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's get it and have a safe week.